Oh, there we go. All right, we're live. So, for those of you wondering why we are so far in this campaign when this is the only second video, that is because the other videos are unlisted. You can follow them or find them either on my channel or the links in the description. But more importantly, for the actual campaign, since we are going to be leaving this video as public, we will go over quickly the things that have happened over the last 75 or so turns. So, we've allied with many of the ogres in the mountains. Over here in our province, we have fairly nice garrisons here with a ton of camps. And yes, indeed, we are only using Gnoblars only. You might notice that in the main army, we do technically have ogres. And that is because they are from the Outpost system. We're allowed to get any units from there, but from our own roster, recruiting indeed. Yeah, it's Gnoblar scrap launchers, Gnoblars, and then a bunch of, and then yeah, the normal Gnoblars. That's actually it. It's all we have access to. So it should be pretty fun. And yeah, I'll probably put a link to all the parts in the description. So should be good. Luperden, hello, Piers. Welcome, welcome. That's right, we're back on the, and you guys are alive. Yeah, there you go, there's you two. But yeah, we're going to be, since we're back on the weekdays, we're going to be streaming once again. Good old Monday to Friday. And, yeah. Yeah, excited to see where this campaign goes. I'd like to get some good progress on this. Hopefully this isn't a campaign that lasts weeks and weeks and weeks. But I don't think that should be the case, right? At some point we should start be able to really get rolling. Collecting the demon souls can't be that difficult if we have good enough outpost units. Oh, but we'll see if we're actually able to find that. F? Why are we typing F? Did the stream die? Oh, not like this. Not like this. Let me check. I'm checking the stream. I think we're still good. Come on, still be good. Okay, yeah, no, we're still good. Don't scare me like that, man. Oh, wait a second. Or is it good? Wait, was the video actually playing? Yeah, no, video's good. Okay. Jeez Louise, guys. Jeez Louise. Yo, I've been having a ton of PC issues recently. Gnoblar is the, what's it? It's like the Marmite of ogre flavors. Most, you know, it's probably worse than Marmite, because even that's an acquired taste. But yeah, yo, I've been having a ton of tech issues today, so when you guys type F in chat, it makes me real paranoid. Because yeah, like, my PC's just randomly been freezing up. The new PC can't come fast enough. Because yeah, I just get like totally random freezes for basically no reason. So the stream today, if we do get a crash, I might not restart the stream, just heads up, because that would mean I would have a lot of tech issues to look into. But I think we should more or less be good. There we go. There's a pretty nice route. Yeah, this I think right now we're on a pretty good roll, given that we have just this army sort of pushing in towards Cathay. None of the armies have been able to really do too well against it, just because the scrap launchers are too good against their infantry. So that's pretty nice. Excuse me. So I'm surprised they haven't hit army losses yet. I guess it's because their lord is too much balance of power. But yeah, I think that's more or less the plan today. And then, if everything goes well, then we can probably start collecting demon souls too. But yeah, the main plan is to finish this campaign by and then Hopefully by the time we finish this, we'll have the mods ready to go. And then we can get some real challenges going. Ooh, all right. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Did you guys all enjoy Easter? I know for me, I celebrated basically nothing. I did go and play, or no, I didn't play, but I was in Lore Master of Sotek's podcast this weekend. That was very fun. I will say it was really nice just talking to someone that was also interested in Warhammer, I gotta say. Always nice to hear a bit of positivity. You went and had a picnic, so that was nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yo, nowadays people are able to start getting out more. Life's getting better. Get there eventually. Let's see, can Greasus move yet? I don't think he can. But yeah, I think Zhao Ming, his armies, what does he have? Yeah, we even have larger armies than him with just our Gnoblars. I think it should be pretty easy to just roll through his provinces. And then that should really secure the north. Over here, it's just a barren wasteland of raised settlements. So, Greasus can recolonize after he takes back this city from the Lizardmen. And then, I don't really foresee any other problems. One thing that we do have to worry about, though, is we really want to get, geez, minus so much because of the corn corruption. But yeah, we really want to upgrade these settlements and then get the Skaven detection building to make sure that we don't have any rifts spawning there. Oh, and what is this? What is this? We got some special names for our lord. He's also immortal. Very nice. All right, what's actually good here? Casualty replenishment is pretty sick. Got to see your sister. Oh, nice. A little too small to be in the Gnoblar army, though. All right. Let's see. What? Cooldown reduction. Poison attacks. Less attrition. Really, the obvious best one here is the casualty replenishment rate. That's far too good to pass up, considering how many fights we'll be taking. Don't really see much reason not to go for that. Also, just gonna check out these camps. What did they give? Just extra economy from other buildings. So that means that they are quite worth it. I don't think I can upgrade any of these economy buildings in them yet, though. So I think we're more or less good to just keep passing the turns. Nice. Let's get this rolling. So you may notice that the viewership's a bit lower today. I'm pretty sure I saw Legend streaming earlier. So, so now we know who the true audience is. The real best audience. Alright, can these guys, oh, I think I already have. Yeah, I'm already friends with them. At some point, I'd like to confederate a few of the Ogre factions, but that's not on the chopping block just yet. Also, the Fallen City, I should probably get a garrison there, right? Alternatively, I could just not get a garrison and then use this as my main front line. That seems a little bit better. But alright, the warpath continues. I foresee not too many problems today. Really, it should just be pretty straightforward battles, unless we run into a quest battle. Then we may be a little bit screwed there. I was the one that asked on Lorebeards who your first Mortal Empires campaign would be. Oh, nice. And you're so glad I said dwarves. Yeah, yo, dwarves are super exciting, man. Especially just the position on the map. Position on the map. I love their gameplay. Although they don't have a lot of mobility, I think it's really fun to play formations with them. But for now, yeah, I'm just enjoying Game 3 content. We'll get all the Game 1 and 2 stuff soon enough. Hopefully, anyways. Hopefully. Let's see. I guess I do actually have to be a little bit careful in this here battle. Here we go. Yeah, I do have a lot of Gnoblars, but there's a slight chance that they just wreck me here. Especially those flesh hounds. They actually did quite a bit to my poor Gnoblars. Then again, poor Gnoblars. I guess that's a little bit of a strange way to describe them. And there we go. There's the army losses. Nice. Yo, this is pretty great. You know, I think that quest battle really was the main turning point for me. If it wasn't for that, you know, that would definitely be a pretty big barrier. There are a few other problems where I think late game armies could be pretty scary. Specifically lizardmen, actually. We should probably take out the lizardmen now that I'm thinking about it. Because if they just start spamming, I don't know, Dreadsaurians or something my way, I'll be screwed. That would be very bad. Why watch one when you can watch both? Ah, no, that's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. What's it? Leet not excited about the lizardmen getting invaded. It's fine. It'll take a hot second before we can really mobilize against them. But I will be coming for them. We have, you know, we gotta stay true to the Ogre Kingdoms trailer. Okay, dare I? Thank goodness. Finally, an auto-resolve where they don't kill my entire army. Whew. Yeah, corn dogs are crazy strong, man. One of the best units in the game, I would say. All right, and I guess there's not really much else. Oh wait, no. Yeah, big upgrades over here. The upgrades for my Gnoblars, for all the gold chevron ones, definitely very important. Looks like we also have a guy over here, and now because there aren't too many underway factions anymore, we can go ahead and scoop up this camp. There we go. Just pick all of them up. Go over here, ambush. And I think we're good to go. Now that does mean that we are eating up 2,000 extra gold a turn. Is that really a big problem? I think not. Simply because just by winning battles, we should be able to make back that money fairly quickly. Although I really do need to win this ambush if I want to have enough money in the next turn. Oh, there we go. There's the ambush. Nice. Oh, plus we have the garrison? Yeah, we're set. We're set. A bit of fancy usage of ambushes should really get us far away. Oh, and it looks like they start really far away from the retreat point too. Unless this is it. But if that's the case, then this should be a pretty straightforward win. Very nice. Okay. Man, sorry, I feel like I'm a little bit low energy today. Maybe I'm just tired or something, or who knows what. But I think today I'm going to be taking it pretty chill. We'll just be hanging out with chat, not really doing anything too crazy. Maybe we can get some shenanigans going though. I think personally I'd really like to, maybe I do want to get another quest battle in. Do you guys know if Greasus has any other quest battles that can really do well? I haven't gone further in an Ogres campaign than this. So I'm not too sure how that actually plays out. But I get the feeling that he has to have some other battles to get to. If not, then well, I guess that's okay. We can mostly focus on Conquest. All right, I think we're pretty good. What are these peasant archers? So we likely want to go into melee with them, with at least a few of them. And then over here we have a bit of a blob, but that shouldn't be too problematic, I think. Nice. And yeah, they're just completely ignoring me. So usually for whatever reason, the AI really likes to try and get to the retreat point in these battles, which means you can really just wreck them. I think they base their decision based on how large your army is, and because we have an army in the reinforcements coming in, the AI thinks we're a lot stronger than we actually are. So this is pretty bonkers for us. Great Gnoblar Conquest of 2022. We don't know if it's actually going to be, if that's actually going to be it yet, though. We still have a bit of a ways to go before we can really start conquesting. I'm just hoping that Cathay isn't too much of a problem. But the great thing about attacking Cathay means that we don't have to worry as much about Chaos Forces. We are actually allies with them, and we will be picking up Chosen soon enough. So I'm quite excited for that. Very excited, actually. Nice. And there we go. Pretty good, pretty good. So I'm just gonna test something real quick. Don't mind me. And we'll go over to... let's see. There we go. Yeah, let's try this. But yeah, for those of you guys here today, if you guys didn't catch the last Lore Beards, there was a lot of talk about the next DLC. I'm still on train Chaos Dwarves. Super excited to see them. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any other things. Like, I did put up a poll that that very much skewed the vote towards Chaos Dwarves. But do you guys feel like anything else is more likely? I know Lore Master of Sotek very much so was super excited about what was it? What was it? He's talking about like snake people, right? Snake beast men. I think that's probably one of the least likely things. But like but yeah, there's definitely a lot of options. What I sort of worry about though is that Warhammer 3, like if you look at Warhammer 2, we got a bunch of unexpected factions, like just the Vampire Coast alone. But we didn't really, like with the Vampire Coast alone, and like with Cathay's already basically the Vampire Coast of Warhammer 3, right? Are we gonna get Nippon and yeah, Koresh? Like I feel like I'm pretty optimistic that we will be getting a lot of DLCs, but I'm much less so for seeing all of those guys. I do hope that we will that we get all the factions, but yeah, I feel like, you know, they'll do the mercenary faction guys. We'll likely get that. But I don't really see all of those other spicy factions getting added. Like, what if they just get replaced by Empire? That would also be pretty sad. Koresh was it. Is there anything super exciting about their lore that that I should look forward to? Because I really don't know much about them at all. Alright, looks like we have enough for one turn. We can attack this next turn and then we should be good. Now this guy, the army is a little bit beat up, but I'm going to forsake my march stance to get a little bit closer to him. And hopefully these guys sally out and fight me. That would be the best case scenario, since we should be able to beat them in the field of battle. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the end turn real quick and then grab myself a quick cup of water, and then I'll be back. Let's see, where is that file? Is this it? Sorry, 1 second, guys. 1 second. I can't find my file. That is strange. All right, well, whatever. Whatever. We'll just keep playing then. feel like the first DLC will be Orcs versus Chaos Dwarfs. That would be very fitting, but that would be the first DLC would be a game 1 faction against a game 3 faction. That seems a little bit unlikely. Maybe that's just me though. But yeah, like, let's see, Chaos Dwarves, due to the weird space in the south, in the southeast at the moment. It's true. I think that gap is, oh my gosh, wait, really? What happened over here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I had a PC crash recently, and suddenly a lot of my files are no longer accessible, guys. I didn't get to investigate this before the stream, but yeah, all of my editing software no longer has its settings anymore. Oh boy, today's not going to be a good day after the stream ends. Oh man, I don't know if you guys have had crazy PC tech issues before, but this is, oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have a strong army. I should be playing a lot more carefully here. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have had large PC tech issues before. But yeah, my PC's really been chugging. I've been using it for like a few years now. I built it myself. And maybe I could have built it better, because now it is completely, oh man, those sky junks are going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, now it's really starting to chug. Just yesterday I was getting crashes. I got like 3 back-to-back soft crashes on Sotek's stream. That was pretty unfortunate. And now, after restarting and updating my drivers, none of my files have their settings anymore. At least none of my like editing software and stuff. It's just like completely blank. I'm hoping the files are still there and I can just load them up, but it's a little bit sketchy. I want the first DLC to be for the 4 Mono God factions. A quad faction DLC, nice. Let's see. After that, I guess we get Lord Pack for Game 3. I feel like Game 3 factions have to be the most likely start, right? What did they do for Warhammer 2? How long did it take before we started seeing Game 1 factions for DLCs? Because if it was pretty fast, then I'd be willing to humor that a bit more, but yeah. Didn't you get the computer from winning the CA's tournament? Yeah, about that. I was still waiting for that to show up, but apparently it should be showing up soon, so that's a plus side. Mono God rosters are so small. Yeah, they really do need more units, that's for sure. 2 rosters is roughly 1 faction's worth. Not sure what you mean by that exactly. Let's see. All right, let's continue kiting. So I'm just trying to keep up with chat right now. I'm also in a state of mild panic because of because all of my files are gone. So needless to say, I'm a little bit distracted today. In Game 2, we didn't get Game 1 DLC until a few years. Dang. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe that's what we have to expect then. Oh man, that means that we're never gonna get Game 1 DLCs. Like, we're gonna get them, but it's gonna take forever if it's gonna be years. That's a shame. Unless, of course, they change things up, you know? They could always, like, with Game 3, definitely marketing's gonna have to be a little bit different. Nurgle plus Slanesh together have a similar number of units to an entire faction. But they would also, I feel like they would need quite a few units for sure. They would need a good amount of units to, well, I don't know. How big of a DLC do we really need? Because like these factions, I feel like if you add only a few units to these factions, they would more or less be good, right? Dang, this battle's actually going pretty bad. That's not good. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of multiplayer recently, guys. And I sort of just went into autopilot mode for this battle, expecting it to be just a cakewalk. Today I learned I was wrong. Now, we'll definitely... I don't think we'll be losing a ton of units unless those flying rocket batteries give us a lot of trouble. One of the main things is whether or not my lord manages to escape. But, geez Louise, those cannons. If he manages to rally, though, then I think our magic should be fine. Especially since he can heal himself back up. Okay, nice. Nice, we're getting some rallied units now. Most of their infantry is gone, which is good. And actually, I should be able to use these scrap launchers to kill most of the rest. One legendary lord, one hero, and 3 units. And some RORs, and then you're good. Yeah, that's basically what they do for any multi-faction DLC, right? Just like, let's see, if you look at like the most recent Lizardmen deals, like Lizardmen versus Beastmen, Beastmen only got like 3 units, right? I'm not going crazy here, right? What, they got a hero? They got the Minotaur? No. Did they get a Minotaur hero? I think they did. No, they got a... No, they got the Lord. They got a Minotaur Lord. Yeah. But even like they didn't... With just 2 factions, they didn't get they didn't get too much. Yeah, RORs would be great though. I think RORs alone basically would fix everything up. Oh my gosh. I'm really misplaying here, guys. The Celestial Dragon Guard annihilated my scrap launchers. That is not good. That is not good. We're gonna have to play a lot more carefully here. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. And man, oh man, did it kill a lot. Oh my gosh, we lost so many scrap launchers. That is terrible. That is terrible. If they spam fire rain rockets, I think Cathay is going to be pretty scary. One thing that I think would be pretty important to do at this point, probably grab Greasus, and then teleport into the lands of the Empire. Not because I really want to fight them, but because I want to find the vampire counts and make friends with them. And you know what? We could actually fight a few Empire guys. But yeah, I think the vampire counts are probably a decent enough idea. They got some nice tier 3 units, right? Darkest Dungeon is an amazing game for memes, yeah. Although, it's been a while since I played it, so my ability to meme there is slightly weaker. Let's see. Beastmen did very well with their DLC for sure. Yeah. Usually they skimp on the RORs. Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of RORs. In theory, you can get away with just having a lot of them be reskins. So it shouldn't be too bad, right? Getting a whole bunch of RORs added to the game. A lot of them aren't reskins, and I know people like seeing new unit models, but it shouldn't be too bad. I would assume. Also, by the way, we totally could have won this battle if I had been a little bit more careful. Oh man, that's a shame. But on the other hand, all these units are super easy to recruit, so I guess that's not a problem. Yeah, the Beastmen chariots were insane, and they got a new hero too. What are they doing? What's going on here? The AI just hard repositioning. I'll take it. We'll just keep hitting them with the scrap launcher then. This terracotta gonna be a bit of a problem, but maybe an endless tide of Gnoblar javelins can take it out, or I mean slings. Oh yeah, gonna be great once they... Yo, I would love Chosen of Nurgle. That sounds pretty sick. The thing is though, they probably won't be as good as I imagine, but still. It's pretty exciting. Although Although, I don't know how you guys feel about units having their own, yeah, those army losses. Okay, I'm gonna go grab water real quick. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about getting more mortal units into the demon factions. I think I don't know. I just want to see them have bigger rosters, but so if they need to do it to get bigger rosters, I'm fine with it. But I feel like they could probably make up some demons, right? Also BRB, I'm just gonna grab some water. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, I feel like Age of Sigmar. I feel like Age of Sigmar units. Those could be pretty cool, right? From what I've seen, they look pretty good. They're quite thematic when it comes to demons. Not the other factions, of course, but for just demons, I feel like Age of Sigmar units could be pretty great. As long as you don't go too far, just a couple mortals, especially for Nurgle. I see. Yeah, because if they add like Marauder Horsemen of Nurgle, and then Chosen of Nurgle, and then Warriors of Nurgle, it's at some point, yes, that does get pretty excessive. I don't think anyone really wants too much of that. Okay, nice. We're in the bubble of this again. We get a ton of replenishment. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. We do have this army barreling down on us. I guess it is mostly crossbowmen. We killed a lot of the melee there. But we lost all but one scrap launcher. That's going to be problematic. Still though, I think we can recover. We will still... Do I want to be actually inside this this garrison? I feel like maybe not. Like maybe I stand... Well, if the garrison dies, this army dies anyways, but if they decide to siege it, what I could do, I should be able to recruit here. That seems like a good idea. Zinch has Doom Knights. Yeah, they already do have a bit of... They already have a few mortal units, so the precedent's definitely there. You just want Blight Kings and Blight Lords. What makes them great? I know very little about the lore, as you guys saw in on Lorebeards, so I'm sort of just winging it. If you guys have great suggestions, there's not really too much for me to add for that. Also, we have no money. That's not good. I guess we'll grab Greasus, and he's gonna head over here to the lands of the Lizardmen to try and make a quick buck. If not, I guess if we lose this army, we also save a bit. So that's not the end of the world, right? Let's try it out. Yeah, losing that battle was rough, though. We really needed to win that. We're going to play all the battles a lot more carefully from here on out. Oh man, that's such a shame. I lost all of my recently used documents. So I can't help but take a look at the at my PC falling apart. But I did, after updating my drivers, I think that might have fixed a lot. I'm really hoping that it did, because if it means that we're not crashing all the time, it was totally worth it. And hey, nice. Looks like they sallied out for whatever reason. I don't know if I can actually attack them though. And if I do and they retreat, that sort of becomes a problem. So what we're going to do instead, actually, This is getting very cheesy. We're going to attack the settlement, and because the settlement basically has no garrison, we should just be able to full cap them. Nurgle Warhounds would be amazing. Either that or they make Plague Toads. You know, I'd rather have cool Plague Toads. I feel like, you know, just make them better, right? That or their Furies. Furies for Nurgle, like just buff any of the mobility for Nurgle. It's fine to have a couple fast units. Although the Furies, I feel like they're pretty close. They're pretty close to each other anyway, so it'd be weird to buff one Fury for one faction. I would like, actually, what I'd really like, the more elite cavalry for Nurgle. I feel like they could probably use the most love. Because right now they're insanely expensive. And they still don't really do too much on the combat side. They could really use a bit of work. Plague Cats. I think, well, actually, you know what? That would be pretty good. You know, why doesn't Nurgle have like cats? Why's it gotta be only toads? We may never know. Okay, so I think this is pretty good, right? So we have most of the army over here. That should distract the majority of them. And actually, no, they go pretty well spread out. Still, though, this should be very straightforward. I think I'll even send in my chariots into melee mode and just blitz them in. And yeah, the goal here is just to capture all the points. Okay. But yeah, if we got some Plague Cats of Nurgle, then you know they'd be all right. I don't know. How do you make Nurgle good? Alternatively, you could give Nurgle some proper ranged options, but I don't know if that's sacrilege or not. On tabletop, was Nurgle known for ranged at all? Because I know in Warhammer 3, Nurgle has no way in the form of ranged. Like there is, like he has a few units with very low ammunition, and that's it. A plague fly swarm. Oh, like another swarm unit? That'd be pretty cool. Like, you know, we got Nurglings as a swarm. Just add that in. I feel like, yeah, I'd be pretty excited to see something like that. I just don't want, I don't really want more, you know, more just random slow units for Nurgle. He definitely has that front covered. I guess he already has like a mid-speed unit too with the Beasts of Nurgle. So yeah, there's no, I feel like I don't know, I feel like a lot of the Chaos factions are actually almost there. They just need a couple units that don't fit the mold perfectly. That sort of go against the mold even. Just a little bit of that, and then I'm pretty confident that that all the Chaos factions could do all right. Either that or just give them all skirmishers, like Beastmen and Warriors of Chaos in Game 2. Does Nurgle have anti-large? Yeah, Nurgle doesn't have much. He has like, I think he might have a little bit. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know, but yeah, you could use some of that. Loopy saying, I think make their current range units a bit better, but don't add more. Yeah, that'd be good. The thing is, though, Nurgle doesn't really need anti-large. He's so insanely good at... yeah, we're gonna sack it just because we need the cash. And look at that, it kills both of the Lizardmen armies. That is sort of insane. But such is the way of winning settlement battles. I just hope these guys don't take it. You know, if they do, they become a wall against the enemy, so that's not the end of the world. Oh, and they did decide to siege the settlement. I see, I see. Can we fight it with one scrap launcher and a lord? It's a little bit of a toss-up. But yeah, Nurgle doesn't need anti-large. He's actually one of the strongest factions for fighting large units. Great Unclean Ones just have so much... they have such high combat stats, they don't really care. Harbingers of Decay Cavalry. That sounds pretty cool. What did they do exactly? Are they just like cool cavalry, or do they have any special abilities? Comparing them to Skull Crushers, how do they feel? Are they slow cavalry or are they fast cavalry? I assume they're mortal at the very least. All right. Come on, please tell me you saved. Please tell me you saved the files. Dang it. Yeah, I think, oh man, I lost some data. That's a shame. Whatever. We'll keep checking on. Anti-large is overrated. Anti-large is, it's better on single entities. Single entities or like basic spear units, they enjoy anti-large the most. The guys that don't really need it are, well, actually, even single entities don't really need it if you have high enough melee attack. It's basically just spear units that really, really like it. People with low melee attack really need it. Harbingers are an Age of Sigmar unit, though. Do you have anything against Age of Sigmar units, or are you just saying that makes it unlikely? I feel like, there's a chance we'll get Age of Sigmar units, but named differently, right? Didn't, yeah, like, aren't the, like, Horns Minotaurs Age of Sigmar? Or something like that, right? But they have a different name in Warhammer 3. So, you know, that could be the case. Also, we're just gonna wait till these balloons run out of ammo. No reason to throw away our Gnoblars just yet. And if we can take out this artillery piece, I think we're set. Whoops, got my lord caught. Let's get him out of there. Yeah, I personally don't have anything against Age of Sigmar units as long as they sort of fit the faction that they're being added to. So most of them wouldn't really make sense. Like the dwarves are all sort of weird in terms of their thematics for Age of Sigmar. So like I don't think I'd really want to see too much of that. But when it comes to just, you know, just like random demons, that's not too bad. Slanesh Greater Demon is an Age of Sigmar model. Oh yeah, and the Tzeentch models, right? So there's definitely precedent to get something that is Age of Sigmar adjacent. So we'll get the cool models, but they probably won't have the same names. I feel like that's pretty likely as we get further into Warhammer 3. I wonder if it's just because of copyright stuff, right? Like, what if they're doing that just to try and sneak past the Games Workshop contracts? I feel like that's unlikely. I assume they're on good terms, but I like to speculate that way. The Exalted Keeper is from Fantasy, but looks Age of Sigmar. Okay, that is an important distinction. Very, very important distinction. So Loopy, you're saying that we're going to, it's basically just going to be Warhammer fantasy units with Age of Sigmar models, if it makes sense. How didn't I remember hearing people complaining about Be'lakor, right? Did they does Be'lakor have his new model, or were they saying it's jank or something? Does anyone know about that? I remember seeing it on, I think, Reddit. Some people were unhappy about Be'lakor's model in game. To be honest, I've never really zoomed in on him, so I don't know what he looks like. But at least it seems like CA has a lot more freedom when it comes to their models at the very least. And you know, if we can get Vampire Coast and Silostra, I feel like you can probably get anything, right? You can get most anything. Maybe that's a bit too over optimistic, but yeah, that's gotta be a good sign. Nobody loves Be'lakor. Poor guy. Yo, everyone's just gonna banish him now. I see no reason to keep Be'lakor with all those stat boosts unless you're just playing a thematic campaign. Even unloved by the Chaos Gods? Yeah, also true. Brutal. Poor guy. New model is sick too. It's a shame. Ah, dang it. So it is. The stories are true. It's old model Be'lakor. That's too bad. Yeah, and that means he's probably not going to get an update either. Huge shame. Huge shame. Thylastra was great, overshadowed by the lore vampires. Yeah, she really could have been. She really could have been a lot more of a menace, just with a little bit more work. Also, we're running into a bit of a problem right now. Our anti-large options are rapidly dwindling. Or not anti-large, but our anti-balloon options are really they're falling off the deep end a little bit, guys. Because oh, it's just barely out of range. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because the balloons are really focusing my Gnoblars right now. And I don't really have too many more. Like, yeah, I could like pull them away to try and evacuate, but I think the balloons give detection anyways, so that's not going to help. I don't want to position directly below them lest they drop bombs on me. So the other option is to literally just kill everything on the ground and hope that they route that way. Did the video just stop for anyone else? Apparently it's been doing that a lot today. My computer's been having a rough time as of late. So yeah, that might be happening with the stream. What's going on? Is it just maybe it's my internet upload? Like if I change I can't change my stream settings. Oh, maybe I can. If I do this, are we still live? Cause I can change my stream settings to match I can change my stream settings so that it uses a little bit less internet. This might help it out if it's an internet speed issue. But yeah, quality might dip a little bit, but honestly the quality is already pretty high. People are saying yes. I don't know what you guys are saying yes to. Cause chat's slightly delayed. Thank you, Piers. Thank you. I told you earlier, I don't need this anxiety. Oh man, I can't wait to on news about the PC. They did give me an update last week on Friday. It seems like everything is basically good to go for the PC. It should be insanely close to be getting shipped to me. So dare I say it, and I've said this many times over the long wait, but I think it should be shipping in like maybe a week. I'm really hoping. But yeah, if that holds up, it's going to be so good. Because I crash so many times. I can't even play tournaments properly because of how often I'm crashing. Like, I've had major tournaments hosted by Turin where I've lost games just because my entire PC stops working. So this has definitely been a really long time coming. I was thinking I might have just bought myself a new PC, but upon winning the tournament, that was a really good opportunity to well, yeah, just to use that instead for the upgrade. EJ saying, I'm just happy I can buy a graphics card again. Yeah, I heard that they're getting cheaper in price, which sort of makes the PC less valuable, but you know what, whatever. What can you do, right? Also, thank goodness for Ogres, because these Gnoblars, they cannot kill these balloons. It's not exactly because the Gnoblars are bad, though. These balloons are actually insanely tanky. If you look at the HP, they're mammoths in the sky with 80 armor. So, yeah. Yeah, poor Gnoblars are they're gonna be chunking away at that for a while. And actually, I think we might only kill one of these balloons. We might not even kill one if this goes badly enough. We'll see. I'm gonna try to fireball one of them down. Alright, but I think upon changing my internet settings for the stream, it looks like it's running better now. Did you guys notice any quality drop when I changed it? Because if you did, it's something I'll want to investigate more later. But if you didn't notice a quality drop and the stream is running faster, then I think we're good to go. I think we're basically good. Actually, that might have been why people kept leaving this stream if it was just randomly freezing. Yeah, when it comes to streaming, like basic quality of life stuff turns out quite important for the enjoyment of your viewers. You know, you don't want it randomly freezing up. Yeah, I still have a lot of settings to tweak. Honestly, things have been pretty crazy busy as of late. Just because I've been trying to get more into the multiplayer scene. So that's really been taking a lot of my time for focusing on campaign and whatnot. Looks the same, amazing. Yeah, it's all just growing pains. All right, now we lost yet another catapult. A shame, to be sure. Did we lose? No, we still got Piers. We still got Alex. You still got Luperden. Nice. Can't believe you guys managed to live, you madman. It would freeze and then throw you to turn stream before. Wait, what? It would freeze and then throw you to turn stream. What the? What do you mean by that? I think a really long time ago I might have set up an automatic thing where it sends people to other streams. Is that a thing on YouTube? Is there an auto raid option on YouTube? I feel like this was so long ago. I completely forgot if I set anything up, but yeah, maybe that was it. Not stuttering now. Amazing. Thank goodness. Wait, if it sent you to Turn stream, does that mean YouTube rating is real? I sure hope it is, cause honestly, so like I watch a ton of different things where people talk about streaming in general. Twitch has way better streaming options, like streaming settings, than YouTube, but YouTube is the king of platforms in general. If you want to really make it big, doing streaming, you basically have to be on YouTube. You can't do Twitch exclusively. But like Twitch has so many more features, especially for like it has a great culture for gaming too. So it's a real big shame that I couldn't stick with Twitch. Might just be autoplay? Okay. Maybe that's how we raid people, right? Just tell you guys to turn autoplay on and then we end the stream. That would be, you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. That sort of checks out, right? All right, so these balloons are going to be a problem. We basically have to kill everything on the ground. And yeah, that's basically it. Because I basically have no chance of shooting them to death. I think I literally do not have enough ammunition. So this is going to be the plan instead. Maybe I'll poke one a bit with some fireballs. That could possibly get it to route faster too, so could be nice. It would act like the video ended, but then just keep going a few seconds for me. Okay, so that actually is one of the settings that I changed. Switching to my new software. It makes it where if the stream randomly crashes, it can pick it up back again, which is super good when everything is super inconsistent, like my computer. So Yeah, that's definitely one of the big pluses. The old system that I was using on Streamlabs OBS, anytime the stream would die, it would also cut the YouTube stream, which would obviously cause a lot of issues. Okay, so I think the fireballs aren't gonna. We're just gonna. Fireballs are doing nothing. We're going to go with Plan B, and yeah, just time them out. There we go. Jeez, why is it gotta be so sketchy? All right, there we go. That's a second loss for them, so those balloons should finally be dead, but we all know Cathay's going to be recruiting a lot more. One thing I think would be pretty good, maybe some flying units. That's one pretty good reason to have the vampire counts as my friends. Is there another good reason? Maybe not. Okay, man, only like 60 kills between them, but it felt like they did a lot more damage. I guess it was 60 ogre kills, or at least a lot of it was ogre kills. But hey, look at that. That's the Cathay army down for the count, guys. Down for the count. We got, what, 12,000 gold? Not bad. We're gonna go over here. And then I think he's going to pick up units from the camp instead. We've got to restock on scrap launchers and Gnoblars. Yeah, and then he should be good. He should be fine. I also want to get more Gnoblars in this camp simply because there might still be a few underway factions. Yeah, like the Ogres over here. Do they underway? Oh, never mind. Ogres don't underway. So these guys are probably safe unless the greenskins come for me. Nice. Nice. I think we're good for the next turn then. After we're done leveling up. Let's see, what do I want? You know, I could make Gnoblars even cheaper. We are blitzing our way towards the Gnoblar cheaper upgrades in the tech tree. So that could be quite nice. Ooh, even more casualty replenishment rate. That's also pretty sick. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah, casualty replenishment rate is sick. I can't believe some factions in Game 3 just do not have access to it. Or have very difficult access to it. Because it makes life way harder. Ogres with wings. There you go. If Ogres got a DLC flying unit, what would it be? Will they ever get the Weasel Baiter? What is that? What is that even? They want peace? I feel like I would love to have peace with them, but I want to maintain good relations with my other ogre friends. You want to see the new 40k game with Grey Knights? I have not. Honestly, I don't really keep up with 40k news too much. Oh, that was fast. Well, they're confederated now, guys, and they took my settlement. You know what? That's okay. It wasn't gonna give me that much money anyways, and it is technically a barrier against the Lizardmen. That's sort of a shame though. I would have really liked that settlement. What can you do? All right, next up, we're gonna pick up these bad boys. There we go, the full army restock. Thank goodness. Makes upkeep more expensive, but because we've actually won a few battles, we have enough to last a few turns. So Greece is gonna push westward. Joe Mama's gonna push northwards. It's gonna be great. Don't ask about the Joe Mama. All right. Yo, if that was actually a generic name for the ogres, that would be amazing. And you know what? We're going to turn off building upgrade. There we go. We're going to turn off building upgrade notifications. We don't need that. It's like XCOM. Wait, they made a 40k XCOM game? Is this out? I feel like I should play that if it's out. Unless it's terrible, which it may very well be. It's like XCOM turn-based but 40k. Yo, that sounds like a great. Sounds great. Oh wait, actually I think I might have seen this game. It's not grid-based like XCOM, right? It's actual like it's on a continuous map, right? I believe. Maybe I'm incorrect here, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Ah, dang it, we're in attrition. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it back by going into encamp stance. Let's see. We can't really do that, but we can do this one. We're already on our way there, so it's might as well get that extra 1,000 gold. You think it releases in a few weeks? Dang. Okay, wait. Let me look this up. Yo, could be something to stream, maybe? I don't think anyone would watch, though. What's it called? Oh, no one put in the name. What's the name? What's it called? Let me know. I wanna look it up. Killing Zhao with Gnoblar should be easy since he glitches. It's not that easy. I wouldn't call it easy per se. Maybe just a little bit less hard. Seems much more appropriate. Yeah, Zhao's still pretty tanky. He's not as bad as Miao Ying though, because she heals herself. Becomes a huge problem for me. Okay, nice. We're going to ambush. There we go. Hopefully they run into me. Something demon hunters. Sure, good enough. I'll look it up. Chaos Gate, I think. All right, those are two completely different names, but sure. Let's see here. It's what? Chaos Gate. I'm seeing 93% like this game. It's on GOG.com. You sent me to some crazy old. Oh my gosh, but it actually is Warhammer XCOM. Amazing. All right. Man, again. Okay, you know what? You've convinced me. Your 600 gold offer, I'm finally gonna take it just to get you off my back. Okay, it's not Chaos Gate. Demon Hunters 40k. Is that the game? No, this is another super old game. Wait, no, this is just Chaos Gate again. Oh my gosh, Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. It's saying 19. Is this like a new version? Is this like Demon Hunters 2? Are you guys just trolling me? Am I getting hyped over nothing? Alright, who's this guy? It's mostly infantry. We do not want to fight that unless it's an ambush. So we will we'll go over here. Ambush chance should be fairly high. 95. Amazing. 13% total war. Yep, that's right. That's what we're doing right now. Yeah, the challenge is to use only 13% of our roster and outpost units, which in this case means just Gnoblars. It's Gnoblars into the horizon. But we do have a few Ogre outpost units, so that's nice. It's on Steam. All right, we'll check the Steam. As we're loading into this sick ambush battle. No way we lose this. Let's see. Steam. Store. Chaos Gate. Okay, nice. $50. That's a good sign. And, oh, dang. Yo, you got ships in this? Yeah, this looks pretty hype. Coming the 5th of May in 2 weeks. All right, well, that's getting wishlisted. Yo, I love me some Warhammer content. I would love to get into 40k, but I've never really had the time for it. But it's a pretty, like, a lot of people like 40k even more than fantasy. I feel like it's something that I would really enjoy. But yeah, it's just my life is Warhammer Total War right now. That's the only problem. What's this about the Luminarch? I don't know who Andy is, but if he's a cool voice actor, that's pretty cool. See, for me, if you wanna catch my attention for voice actors, probably people in the cast of Crit Role. I do watch that D&D show. Although recently I haven't been able to watch because of said busyness when it comes to working on streams and such. In fact, I haven't really been able to play much D&D lately. I should get back into that at some point. Also, that was a crazy easy battle. Jeez. Jeez, I really need to farm up these ambushes more. He's Gollum? Never mind, that's hype. That's pretty hype. I can't believe, well, actually, you know what? Strangely enough, I really didn't get too much into the Lord of the Rings culture. Not until I was much older. And then, like, I watched the movies and stuff, but I never really glommed onto it. Same with the Star Wars culture. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a heathen, guys. I'm a heathen. Lord of the Rings. Is it bad if I say Lord of the Rings is okay? Is everyone gonna... It's gonna be down votes for days if I say that? Yeah, fantasy was sort of on its way out. Fantasy was like really on its way out until Total War happened. You don't really like Star Wars? Yeah. No problem, man. Okay, now can we win this battle? And if we can't, can we do some retreat shenanigans? I think we can if we do our scrap launchers properly. Just look at Andy Serkis. Oh, Andy Serkis. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, when I say it out loud, that definitely some neurons are firing in there. I'm remembering. Yeah. I was like, who's this Andy Serkis guy? I've never heard Andy Serkis, and I was just saying it over and over in my head. But Andy Serkis. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, now I feel a little bit silly, don't I? But you know, that's what streaming is for, really. You just be a little bit silly in front of a lot of people. Jaws was never my scene. Oh yeah, Jaws is like I know it's just I know about Jaws, but yeah. I don't think I've never even watched Jaws. In fact, I don't think I've watched Star Wars either. But I would assume based on the fact that y'all are playing Warhammer Total War instead of any of the 40k games, that you guys would much more likely be part of the Lord of the Rings community rather than the Star Wars community. But yeah, Andy Serkis is everywhere. Yeah, 'cause he does a whole lot. I forget all the things that he's in though, but I can confirm I did watch some YouTube videos saying that he was actually everywhere. Oh, Queen, like the band, right? Oh man, yeah. Yo, I'm too young. But you know, one day, right? One day I'll know the feeling. When kids stop talking about Minecraft, then I'll really start feeling old. What's your end game stack? This is my end game stack. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't believe that it's not clear that this is what I've been building up to. You know, just a bunch of scrap launchers and a couple Gnoblar javelins. It's this with a few good outpost units. That's my end game stack. Maybe 4 units of chosen, if I get lucky enough. But yeah, it's a full artillery stack is actually would not be as great. Just because it's way too weak to a few things, especially stuff like cavalry. They would mulch me. I would rather die for another Star Wars Empire at War. Not sure what that is. Yo, the animated Star Wars series though, amazing content. That's I have watched that. That's pretty hype. I watch a lot of the best of Star Wars. Oh, actually, I remember when I was a kid too. I had a Star Wars game on the Game Boy. Yeah, I'm one of the reasons why Star Wars became so bad. They were marketing to me all those Star Wars games. But yeah, like yeah, I think it was on the DS. But yeah, it was part of the prequel stuff. So obviously not the most enjoyed part of Star Wars. A lot of people like the original movies, but for me as a kid, just playing the games, you know, I had fun playing them. So that was fun, yeah. But after I got older, going through all the Star Wars animated series stuff, that was amazing. Really good stuff. Like what's it? The Samurai. It's so close to Samurai Jack. Obviously, it's made by the same people, but the it's like it's basically Samurai Jack Star Wars. It's amazing. And by the way, Samurai Jack, the original run, amazing. I did watch the new run, but it wasn't as good. At least it was at the very least I didn't enjoy it as much, sadly. I think I unleashed the Gnoblars a little bit too early here. I'm feeling a little bit pressured by all the infantry moving towards me here. Okay, prequel. The fact that there's a prequel memes Reddit is already a pretty good sign. In terms of that, I think the prequels were not useless. And not to mention the new Star Wars stuff. Like, people are wishing that we went back to the prequels now that they're seeing all the new stuff. So that's definitely a really bad sign. Nor is it really spawning memes. So really the newest Star Wars content truly is just the worst. Yeah, it's a big old shame. But you know, the thing is, Star Wars is man, I hate that the scrap launchers do that weird maneuvering thing when I tell them to attack. They don't maneuver as well as iron blasters. I think I need to figure out how to micro these guys better. Because as I'm microing them right now, I'm doing it like the iron blasters, just point them in the right direction and then target fire. But that's definitely not the way to do it. Oh yeah, the wide boy memes. That was pretty good. I will say I enjoyed that. Oh, these scrap launchers. Oh, these darn scrap launchers. At least I got my Gnoblars. They should be able to get a good amount of peppering in. Okay, they're all facing the wrong direction though. I think I just have to right click. Maybe when they're facing away and I right click, that is the best way to get them to fire properly. What are these, peasant archers? That's good. Yeah, that might be the plan. That might be the play. Rogue One. I never watched Rogue One. That one had mixed reviews, right? But I don't think it was as bad as a lot of the other stuff. What's it? Oh, Mandalorian. I watched Mandalorian. That was pretty fun. The first season. Did anyone watch the newer season of Mandalorian that came out, right? I don't know if that ended up being good or bad. But yeah, that was pretty fun. I wouldn't say like Mandalorian was like blew my mind. I think some of the first episodes were pretty good, but then like afterwards it was it's what I had a bit of a falling off. Never thought 1, 2, and 3 were that bad. Okay. Well, you know, it's totally fine. But you're wrong, but you're totally wrong for thinking that. The prequel scenes in the new Lego Wars games. Yo, Lego Wars? From what I've heard, the Lego Wars is some of the best Star Wars material ever created. If the internet is to be believed, I'm pretty sure that's the consensus. Okay, we're gonna keep kiting back. We're pretty close to the edge of the map, right? Where is it? It's over here, okay. Man, these darn snow maps with it just being impossible to tell where anything is or spells. I do hope that CA makes snow maps a little bit less bright. But I don't know how they could do that easily. Rogue One is a good standalone movie. Okay. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's really weird to see the fact that, you know, we're getting to the point where these franchises have just existed for such a long time. It's just like, it's really weird to just see them keep popping up, you know? Like the Spider-Man movies, they just keep coming. Although in general, Spider-Man has it's probably one of the better franchises, right? Especially in the superhero movie category of things. Like Spider-Man has from what I've heard, right? It's mostly either mid-tier movies or very, very good movies. Like the Spider-Verse one and like the most recent live Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Yo, like Spider-Man's been doing real good. Usually when you see these really old like I feel when you see the really old franchises get movies and stuff, a lot of the time they're just trying to make quick money, right? Or like it's very cookie cutter designs, you know. Studios will play very safe with that. But I feel like the Spider-Man it's always felt pretty fresh to me. Even though I'm not a big movie goer. Bully Maguire? Oh, of course. I don't I don't see how that is not the ultimate meme. Definitely among the greats, for sure. Oh man, the internet's such a glorious place. I wonder what people of the past would think about our memes today. Has history's never really had memes, right? Because you really do need a lot of you need like a lot of the world to be quite connected to get memes. Otherwise it just becomes an inside joke. Which isn't exactly as I don't know. Are memes just inside jokes for the greater internet? Maybe it is. Maybe not though. That sort of doesn't explain it exactly. Pure saying, with the £5. Thank you. Saying going out for dinner, so I will miss the rest of the stream. Hope I survive. Alright, peace out, man. Yeah, for sure. I'll we'll be streaming same time tomorrow. You know? We're on a regular schedule now, so you do have that to look forward to. So here's one thing. I think we're sort of a little bit on the verge of getting army lost here. It's not the worst thing in the world since a lot of our guys will live if we do get army lost, but I'm hoping I can rout off a lot of these guys. Oh boy, that terracotta's a beast though. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some cycle charge action with my scrap launchers here. That should be able to help us out a bit. It preserves ammunition, and if we can just get a few of these units of infantry to rout, that should bring balance of power back. What about inside meme? Future anthropologists are going to be baffled. Yo, if you compare today to, you know, people 1,000 years ago, in 1,000 years, the world is going to be so different. You know, we're seeing memes today, right? Like, what will be the end game of, like, you know, 1,000 years of memes, right? Like if you look at Egypt, right? What's it? It's not. Oh geez, my lack of history is showing. It's not the Egyptian. Whatever. Anyways, the Egyptians, right? That empire lasted, you know, thousands of years, right? I feel like, you know, if we have something similar here, we could see some pretty great memes. It'll be like the pyramids, you know? Someone's gonna build something that lasts thousands of years on the internet. I guess that's for sure. In 1,000 years, the world will be so dank. Yo, people, that's the thing, right? You might get historians. Who knows? Maybe a historian will show up to the stream. They'll pop in, watch the VOD, try and figure out what our culture even was back in the day. And they will be thoroughly disappointed. By the way, I think we're losing this battle. I think we're losing this battle. These range units, peppering my guys, not great. Not great. But, even if we do lose the battle, we're definitely gonna win the war. These guys are way too beat up to take over my settlement now. Egyptians, were posting... Yeah, if you look at the hieroglyphs, you know, it's getting close. It's getting close to memes. There's one theory you can think of where basically the world has never changed. And that's sort of that is sort of a theory that I subscribe to, where yeah, people have been more or less the same since forever. Like you have the Greeks complaining about kids these days, thousands of years ago. It's great. But yeah, as much as technology changes, people have been, you know, like if you look at a lot of medieval work, they got some weird shenanigans going on. Starting off with the snail thing, if you guys know about that. Yeah, anyone go down this rabbit hole on YouTube before? I know I have. But yeah, what's it? I forget the specifics though. This is something I haven't watched in a really long time, but like basically in the footnotes of a lot of medieval books and stuff, right? There's just like a bunch of random stuff in the margins and on the sides. Presumably because the people that had to copy down the books just got bored and felt like, you know, scribbling in stuff. Yeah. The only difference now is that the accessibility of memes and the evolution of it, it's definitely, you know, we've grown in that sense. The amount of people that can really meme together, huge, right? The internet. It's crazy though that the internet hasn't even been around for longer than 200 years, right? It hasn't even been around for longer than 100 years. What am I talking about? Yeah. Yeah, the snails everywhere in the old text. It just, oh my gosh. What's it? There's no proper explanation, right? It's just all theorizing, but we don't actually know why it's there, if I'm remembering right. But yeah, just like if you just look in the books, they're literally everywhere. Yeah, and like it's not related to the text. It's just snails everywhere. I might lose this. It depends on you know, Greasus might go to town. He may very well go to town, but I think I'm surprised that we haven't hit army losses yet. I can say that, but you know, it's fine. Because on the retreat and on the second battle, we're good. That's the weird thing about Gnoblars, right? You basically get to keep all of them after the battle. Wow, chat throwing out the losing agains? Come on, guys. Come on, have a bit of faith. Army losses is, you know, it's not here yet, right? Greasus is doing fine. Look at him. He's killing some lords here. He's doing pretty good. Oh man. Come on. The big problem is that I think the lords might actually outpace Greasus. But, in theory, if Greasus doesn't hit army losses himself, that would be quite nice. I don't know why he's not landing these hits, though. Maybe he is, and his damage is just too weak. We may never know. The cavalry's arrived. We got some infantry showing up. That could be a problem. Yeah, and a little bit more damage than Greasus is gonna get wrecked. The real question is... will you survive more than 50 years? What's up with that? Is this because of something I said, or are you just trying to give me an existential crisis? I thought you were gonna talk about turns for a second, and then you throw down the years? My goodness. Yeah, yo, Rick rolls. Yo, Rick rolls. I don't know. Are Rick rolls dying out? I feel like I'm seeing less of them now than I was before, but they're definitely still going around. They're still quite strong. Pretty good fight. In terms of losses, we actually traded even. But because I don't win the battle, I make no money. No. It's fine though. The balloon was a pretty big pain, yeah. But the terracotta would have it would have killed Greasus anyways. Rickroll ebbs and flows. I think that makes sense, yeah. Military alliance. I will take it. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're gonna be friends with all the ogres and all the Tzeentch followers. It'll be great. There are now far more people on the internet who never heard that song on the radio. So I expect Rickrolling to diminish, sadly. I've never heard Rickrolling on the radio. Like, you know, if you hear it on YouTube, that's just as good. Oh, mission aborted? Ah, come on, we were just about to get it. What a ripoff. Do you have... I guess I didn't look at how long I had to do the mission. That's a shame, but it's alright. We still get the settlement. Let's see what we're looking at. We got some bunch of infantry. Here, these grand cannons are going to be the biggest issue. For sure. Of course, I do have magic. It's a bit of a fight, but I think this is the best shot we have. By the end of this campaign, I'm going to be so good at fighting with these armies. You guys are you're gonna be surprised. It's gonna be amazing. Like, the end of this campaign, because to win this campaign, I need to be winning some very difficult battles with just Gnoblars. So, you know. And we're still making mistakes now. I feel like there's a lot of space to improve. But yeah, I want to live the dream. I want to live the dream of just dominating the enemy with my glorious Gnoblars. Because right now I'm sort of giving them a bad showing, aren't I? You know, we're just losing these all these basic battles. Real basic battles. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try splitting up my Gnoblars this time. Maybe that'll do it. Aha, yes, it's only one lord. Oh, that means I should have been more forwards. Dang it. I should have been more forwards to catch their reinforcing. Because then we could have AoE'd them into oblivion. So positive about such a cursed campaign. Yo, it's fun. It's really fun, man. Yeah, I talked about it a lot on Lore Master of Sotek's stream. I think, you know. See, I don't think I'm just a masochist. There is some nuance there, thankfully. Where it's a lot of it is just I enjoy the feeling of overcoming. You know? The feeling of a difficult task conquered with a lot of hard work. That's my jam. If I kill the one lord, I win the fight, but I wasn't fast enough. And if I ended the battle before the reinforcements show up, I also wouldn't have the opportunity to pepper them with my artillery. All right, here we go. So we have the death pass over here. They're gonna march towards us. We're going to hit them up with the Gnoblars on the sides, and hopefully that all goes okay. Another great thing, many of the reinforcements aren't showing up on the battlefield yet. Not sure entirely why. This doesn't look like all of their units, but still, that's going to be helping me out too. Reminds me of the buttered cat array. I've never heard of that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The buttered cat array? Is that yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't question it. Alright, too bad I don't have enough for the Great Maw, otherwise I could have landed a pretty good AoE, but it's fine. How's it going? It's going very good. Very, very good. You know, we've only lost a couple battles so far. We've won a few. Yeah, some wins and losses so far in this campaign, but we are making headway in our push into Cathay, which is nice. Oh geez, looks like their range units are in. That's bad. You know what I should have done? I should have gone further back, because these guys are pulling in here, right? But they weren't actually showing up on the map yet. If I was further away, we could have we could have really done a lot of damage there because they would travel all the way to the end of the map. And then after I pick off a few, then the range guys would come. And then there'd be a lot more separation between their units. If you if you butter a piece of toast and drop it, it always lands on the butter side. I remember watching a video about this long time ago, guys. Very long time ago. But isn't that just like a pretty simple thing? It's just like the same as a weighted coin, right? Or like a weighted die. But I feel like I remember watching it and it was a lot more complicated. Like I remember being enthralled by this discussion on toast dropping. Was there anything else about it? So I can't really think about anything else other than it just being weighted and that's it. Do you think you'll have to start sending 2 stacks? 2 stacks to win battles would help, yeah. Like a double stack of Gnoblars. The thing is right now, I don't have a lot of economy to easily do that. And I'm sort of testing the waters. These battles are super close with my single stacks. But yeah, at some point we'll just have to we'll have to overwhelm them with our numbers. It's more like Murphy's Law, seeing that you always get bad luck. Yeah, there's that too. Like I think that's what sparked the question. But like I feel like there was more to it than just that, right? There's gotta be. Why did I watch like a 2-hour video on buttered toast? Okay, this battle's actually not going as great as I thought. We'll see how it plays out. How's the balance of power? It's decent. The biggest thing is, I guess, the Celestial Dragon Guard. I'd love to take them out. Because they've by far been the most problematic out of everything else. The reason is because their high armor really is a huge pain for my poor Gnoblars here. Really big pain. I'm also just kiting on this right side here. But yeah, they also kill the Iron Blasters, which is a really bad thing for me too. They're a little bit problematic. Not liking the Fire Rain Rocket either. But what we could do, 1 hero unit of Gnoblars. Will they make it? Probably not, but I have high hopes for them. How about these Celestial Dragon Guard on my Iron Blasters? I think if we just fire a few volleys on them, though, they should go down quite quick. Looking forward to 36 Gnoblars. It's gonna be great. Yo, yeah, the ultimate Gnoblar 40 stack. Honestly, that's not terrible, considering how close these fights are. But I feel like with just a little bit more micro and better decision making, we'd be able to do just as well. Man, look at that, they all vowed off. It's those crossbows, man. You can't get away from them. Used to, oh no, you guys are talking about something else. Gnoblar Sappers or Skaven Slave Slinger? Oh, Sappers, like, Trappers, you mean? Yeah, I would say, I would rather have... Oh, that's a rough one. I would rather have Skaven Slaves. Like, I'd rather do a Skaven Slave Slinger campaign than a Gnoblar campaign. Not because I think Slingers are stronger than Gnoblars, but I think they're actually quite comparable, but cheaper. And the cheaper is what really makes a big difference. Yeah. The buttered cat Leviathan. It's just a joke, but you did have a great... Oh no. That's too bad. Sad to hear about your cat, man. Unless that's also a joke, but... You know what? I don't know. I'll assume it's not a joke. But yeah. Anyways, we'll move on. How's this fight going? This is going pretty bad, but as a distraction, it's going quite well for us. And I think we've softened up all of their range units enough where I can start bringing in oh boy, my artillery as chariots now. The big problem is that their cannons are firing in on them. So I want to get my lord in there to support as fast as possible. Because it's very hard to dodge with my scrap launchers. Yeah. On the plus side, though, my lord is quite strong, but army losses will end him if I'm not careful. Okay, that part's serious. Yeah, that's too bad. Not a tragedy. Tragedy. He had a good run. Yeah, 13 years is fairly old for a cat, right? What's like, I don't know. Anyways, I won't go into it too much. But yeah, sorry to hear, man. But yeah, I've never actually had a pet before. My parents, especially, well, my mom specifically is terrified of small furry animals. My theory between me and my sister is that it comes from being raised in Vietnam, where a lot of the small furry animals are generally not cute. You know, lots of rats and such. So, yeah, I think that's like, you know, over here in Canada, you get squirrels, right? You don't see that as much in Vietnam. So, that's probably one of the main reasons. And then I was never big on fish, so I never went the goldfish route either. Yeah. Although, I don't know. Sometimes I think back about what it would have been like to have a pet, and I sort of feel like it'd be a lot, right? Like, especially on the cleaning side of things. I think I like the idea of having a pet, but I don't know if I would easily be able to take care of them, especially now, right? Obviously, working from home helps a lot, but like just the time to, you know, maintain another living being, it turns out not the easiest task in the world. Excuse me. You had 2 dogs? Hey, nice. How far does a squirrel have to fall in order to die? I think some squirrels, or maybe even all of them, I'm pretty sure terminal velocity is no problem for them. Like, basically, you have to put them so high that they suffocate in the upper atmosphere. Because, yeah, no, like, squirrels are, or a lot of smaller animals, they're very fall resistant. Just because they're little bodies. They're not, they get slowed down by the wind too much. This isn't an invitation to just slam a squirrel onto the ground. That is not a recommended action by Enticity Incorporated, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. And like some animals some small animals are not built for long falls. I know mice for sure. They should be able to fall from basically infinitely high and be fine. But like any animal that burrows, you're not meant to drop them. Yeah, like a hamster. Don't drop your hamster. What's it? Wolves are more complete as creatures. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, like if an animal's happy, it's happy. It's not like yeah, I don't think well, like I don't know. There's a thing about like pugs and stuff, but like dogs in general, I don't think I think if they had the ability to choose to be a wolf or a dog, I think they'd be happy being dogs. But this is of course speculation. But I feel like that's the case. I wouldn't be too worried about that. You had a thought about how the Goblin Doom Diver was invented? Based on that conversation? Okay, I see where you're going with this. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you know, in Warhammer lore for oh man, what's that Warhammer? Blood Bowl, there you go. For Warhammer Blood Bowl, I think that does track. They do literally have goblin throwing. And it is effective too, that's a great part. So right now we're in that strange state again. Battle's more or less won, given that the balance of power is good, but we don't have enough range to kill all of their flying units, unless our scrap launchers really start getting some work done. So as usual, the plan B is to rout off all of their units. But winning this battle is pretty good for us. Quite nice. Yeah, we're just talking about killing small animals. And remember, it's not killing small animals. It's chucking them on the floor as hard as you can. Like a football. Or, what do you... sorry. This is once again showing my lack of world knowledge as a Canadian here. Cause football is not called football in other parts of the world. But what do you actually call the ball? Do you call it a football? I assume that's what you would call a soccer ball. So if someone wants to inform me, I would be happy to hear. Yeah, it is science. Yo, actually, no. Doing things in the name of science, I was gonna make a joke about that, but the fact that people have actually done that without much care is sort of messed up. So maybe we'll stick away from that topic. Yeah, there's some messed up things people have done in the name of science. It turns out, as much as we like to meme about it, some people take that a little bit too seriously. We call it the ball. Okay. Alright, calm down there, son. Come on, there's gotta be I'm pretty sure there's a proper name for it. They call their footballs... I don't think... No, there's no way. I'm from UK. In football or soccer, as you'd call it. No, not the soccer ball. I'm talking about in American football. What do you call the American football in the UK? That's what I'm asking about. Man, this is why the world needs more standardization, guys. Not enough standardization in the world. Because then you get problems like this. Same with time zones. Always a pain. Oh boy, that's a painful volley. These are celestial, yeah. The hand egg. You know, I would be mildly tempted to accept that as the correct answer, even though I know it's not. Oh no, it's gonna die. No, there goes a scrap launcher. It's fine. Flying taco, I don't need your American perspective, alright? That's not what we're here for. Get out of here, man. You old pigskin. Slightly better. I'm cool with that too. Also an acceptable answer. No one's gonna give me the proper answer. American ball? Amazing. Oh man. Yo, honestly, streaming's a good way for me to sort of get a good view of the wider world in a very skewed and meme heavy perspective. This is why I should just this is why Google exists. Word of mouth is terrible. Yeah, you guys, fake rugby. Also pretty good answer. We all agree that Americans are to blame for the football related confusion. I know Americans are to blame for a lot of things, but I don't know if I wouldn't be surprised if they were to blame for that confusion, but maybe not, you know? I'll cut them a bit of slack. Alright, our army's insanely beat up, but it's not the end of the world. We're gonna go ahead and get our final Gnoblar upgrades. They're almost as strong as they will ever be. And then we're gonna get one more replenishment so that when we finally take the settlement, we can heal up to full. And as long as there's not another army just waiting in the shadows, we're good. If there is, we're doomed. Because they're gonna siege us, but that should be fine. That's a problem for me 10 minutes from now. Oh, what's it? What's this about padding? See, I do not know a lot about rugby, guys. I know very little about rugby. Australians, and I think the Irish call it soccer as well. Okay. Flying Taco putting in his thoughts. I find it odd that you always hear about the link between American football and concussions, long-term brain damage, etc. But in rugby, Despite there being no helmets, that's not really a thing. Is it not? Is it not? I know very little about rugby, so I wouldn't know myself, but yeah, it could just be like the type of gameplay, right? I assume they're different games, given that, you know, they have different names. But maybe they're more similar than I imagine. It's because of the padding. Okay, well. Oh, is it like is it that sort of thing? Well, like, I don't know. You know, there was a thing in World War II or One, I think. And it's definitely not the case for this situation, but there was a weird thing where having more helmets increased the number of injuries for people in the trenches. But it ended up just being that it was increasing the number of survivors, and that was the case. I'm telling this story terribly. I'm just skipping to the facts essentially, because I'm sort of getting mauled by the AI. What just happened? Oh, it's the sky junk. That's why. But yeah, you know, maybe it's that, right? Maybe the rugby players, just more of them are dying. But yeah, that's not the case. Aussies and Irish call it football. Oh my gosh. There's too much confusion. It's too much confusion for my poor Western brain. Also, this battle went absolutely terribly. I thought it would be a cakewalk, and then we started getting just destroyed. We started getting annihilated here. Dang. Alright, well, let's go ahead and break down that wall. But like, geez Louise, we are sort of getting annihilated here. I don't even think there's any more guys on the ground. It's because you have to win by capture points here. But like, we ran out of infantry instantly. Cauliflower ear is a thing in rugby? I don't even know if I believe that anymore. Oh man, okay, you know what? End of the stream today. I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and learn about rugby. Gonna do like a 24-hour YouTube session of me just learning about that. And then we're gonna learn about geography. Then we're gonna learn about all the different cultures in the world. And then that way I can finally do a stream without feeling like I should go travel more. It was great seeing me on Lorebeards. It was very fun. Broken noses too in rugby. Yeah, yo, a lot of sports are pretty intense, man. Oh, it's great to see you on Lorebeards. Great episode, thank you. You should do more. Yeah, I'd be happy to. But like, I think me and Sotek basically talked about everything we wanted to. Cause like for us, like what would I do if I went on to Lorebeards again? I don't know a lot about Warhammer lore. That's the weird thing. I just know a lot about the game. So, if I hopped onto the stream again, there actually wouldn't be too much for me to go over. Alright, moment of truth. We're gonna end turn in a second and see if they have another army there. If they do, we're just doomed. We're just doomed, and we have to accept that. Alright. Fingers crossed, guys. You know, I can't delay the inevitable. If we... Actually, we could win this, right? Is this winnable by Greasus? We did get that turn of replenishment, but I just don't think it's very worth it. I'd rather just recruit a few more guys. In fact, probably Ogre Bulls is the much better option here. And then we can start pushing that way and fight Miao Ying. Pretty good. Let's see. Can I upgrade this? No, it needs to be leveled up. Let's go ahead and do that too. Doomed like Warhammer fantasy lore. Rocky Balboa, hello, welcome. What are you talking about? About fantasy lore and it being doomed? I looked away from chat for 1 second. I know people are still talking about rugby though. Sorry for the long hiatus. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. You guys are free to come and go as you wish. But yeah, I know I had a pretty long break between Warhammer. Oh, that's pretty cool. I had a pretty long break between big streaming sessions. I definitely stopped streaming for a good long while, just to really focus on making videos for a while. But now streaming's a little bit too fun for me right now. So I'm really trying to go and build up a good audience. Oh dang, what's happening here? Zinch, you madman! Zinch slipped in. Look at that. Oh man, if we get 2 fronts against Cathay, we could get some pretty nice work done. Dang it, we can't man, I really want to get some outposts here, but it's so difficult finding guys with enough settlements. Yeah, and I don't have easy ways to befriend them, sadly. Don't worry about me aligning myself with chaos, guys. You start watching after Warhammer 3? Dropped to avoid spoilers and still haven't played it yet. Dang. Yo, but now you're getting your spoilers. You're seeing all of these ogre mechanics, man. Yeah, but you know, I think as of patch 1.1, the game's actually pretty good. I don't know your reasons for not playing it. A lot of people are just busy, which is fine. But if you're worried about like the mechanics and stuff, I think the game is pretty great, really. At least for the first. Where did these guys come from? Was there a portal that I missed? No, that's a rebellion. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, at least for your first few playthroughs, I think you can have a blast, especially with 1.1. It makes it way better. All right, so we have a Corn Rebellion over here. It's actually pretty scary, and it's spawned in a place that doesn't help me out too much. But here's the thing: we can spawn an ogre camp. Pretty nice, and then yeah, we can spawn an ogre camp. We can pick up the units from there. And then we can also use it as a point of recruitment. And then we should have a big enough stack to fight that rebellion. Pretty good. And then not to mention, we can also use this as pretty good income. Extra 200 a turn. It'll pay for itself in like what? 12-ish turns? Which is a pretty good deal for us. Spoiler alert, ogres are the first DLC faction. Yeah, well, technically there were, they were free if you ordered the game early, right? So for most of us, it's free, but in other ways, less so. Ooh, Dark Souls 3, nice. Well, that's a good reason to not play Warhammer. Yo, I'm still finishing up Elden Ring. I think I'm basically at the end now. No spoilers in chat though. No spoilers or Rocky's gonna get ya. Nice. Let's fight this Corn army. Yeah, yo, I think one of the big things that really hurt Warhammer 3 is that one of the best games in the world released on the same month. In fact, like 1 week apart. That probably didn't work out too well. But on the other hand, you know, when Mortal Empires finally releases, that's gonna be pretty hype. As long as you don't release Elden Ring 2 at the same time. Imagine if they just popped out an Elden Ring 2. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. The developer of FromSoft games, good old Miyazaki, I don't think that's his jam unless he has to. Also, Chris Marler, thank you very much for the $5. Helps a lot, man. That's like a whole extra hamburger I can eat, even though I don't eat burgers, but you know. Oh my gosh, Rocky Balboa. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise with the $20. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's 4 hamburgers. You gotta run for work. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely need it. You know, for the France campaign, I was all about the no luck. For this one, we've lost a good amount of battles. These guys are not nearly as strong as Free Company Militia. So even though we're fighting fewer battles, they're a little bit sketchier, so. Yeah. Alright. I think we should be good, though, as long as the AI keeps running in that direction for no reason. I think it's because of repositioning. Because they only see these units over here. So Yeah, that's helping me out a lot. The thing about the AI is that they, for stealth units, they don't see them. Stealth units are actually stealth to the AI, which is a nice change of pace compared to other AI. It's crazy that the Elden Ring was a Gnoblar the whole time. Well, yeah, there you go. We're gonna have to ban. Kinda Jewish. You know, he gave the full end game spoilers. How will we possibly enjoy the game now? Oh man. Yeah, I've been watching Day 9 play a lot of Elden Ring. Yo, the fact that Day 9 played Warhammer 3 and actually really enjoyed it makes me so happy. Because like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Warhammer 3 is terrible. But like for Day 9, who's not part of the wider Warhammer community, he gives Warhammer a lot of praise. Now, of course, he only played through the prologue of the game. So it's not like he's really getting into the weeds of it, but it shows that the game is not terrible. It just doesn't really it's not as good as we hoped it to be, which is you know, it'll get there in time. So I was looking for the name. And then I have to make sure that when I say your names, it's not something terrible. Okay? It's yeah. Yo, I'm always so scared. I'm just going to on a whim read someone's name, and it's just the most obscene thing I've ever said in my entire life. Instantly banned. No more monetization for any videos. All right. So, you know, that's just me. No, it's actually, I have something against Jewish people, you know, you figured it out. Oh, hey, Bubba's Big Blast, hello. Yep. Oh, man, yeah. It's mostly, I gotta say, let's be real here, right? I always generally stay away from anything on religion, just because, not because I have anything against it. It's just because it's a bit of a hot topic on the internet, as you would imagine. Yeah. But of course, that's the reason I give. The real reason I had already stated earlier, right? I hate people in general equally. Yeah. So, anyways, moving on. What are we doing here? We got Greasus full HP. Let's take out these Cathay armies. Let's finally take them out. Let's kick them out. Let's do it. It's the hair envy. Amazing. Amazing, man. Hey, Bubba. Hello, hello. All right. Now, let's see. What are we looking at? I'm pretty sure this is finally a battle where we can aggressively deploy, but I'm not going to. Because it's a bad habit. It's a very bad habit to deploy forwards. I lose too many battles playing super aggressively. So, yeah, plan is hard Vanguard right here. Huge, enormous Vanguard. All right, and then just some ogres to defend us. Okay, good enough. Yeah, I got ogres in the army, but they're my allies' ogres. Outpost units are fine. Yeah, but as soon as I can get some Tzeentch friends, then we're going to go back to no ogres. Yeah, that's the plan that we got. Erect Vanguard. There you go. Yo, Turin is great for that. Oh my gosh. What, in his earlier streams he was a lot more modest, right? But as soon as he figured out that YouTube wasn't gonna demonetize him, then it was just 24/7. 24/7. If Turin goes a stream without saying erect, it's not a Turin stream. I choose my own rules. It's true. It's true. Oh my gosh. All right. Greases is getting mauled. He's getting mauled by this terracotta over here. Let's go ahead and buff him up. And then we'll go back here. Oh man, it's a bit silly, right? You know, you got YouTube. I always feel talking. I avoid talking about religion at all costs, but just screaming erect, you know, perfectly fine. YouTube's fine with it. I'm fine with it. What is this world? I don't know. Anyways, battle's over. Pretty easy, and a decisive victory too. That's pretty good. All right, what we got? 3-1 kills, not bad. The scrap launchers are really good. It's just that you don't really need more than 6. Yeah. If I could take, oh boy, if I could have 1 iron blaster in my armies though, this campaign would be done. I would do if I were to restart this campaign, I'd be totally fine making it where I can take 1 iron blaster. But if I do it, there's like, so all my armies consist of 1 lord and 1 iron blaster. I think that would technically, that would also be winnable. Then I guess, then again, I guess the way to cheese that is to just have multiple armies attack. Yeah, scrap launchers are great versus Cathay. Okay, what are we looking at here? It looks like I need to help these guys out. They're having a bit of a rough time. And I need them for my ogre units. So we're definitely going to help them out a tiny bit. And then over here, we have a little bit of expendable income that I can spend on even more replenishment rate. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Greasus too. We can give him terror. Not bad. Not great either, but you know, it's something. Oh man, I need to, you know what? We'll just get the upkeep reduction on him, and then at the very least, his army should be pretty cheap. Because like right now, 3,000 is actually a pretty modestly expensive army. The problem being is that Gnoblars are actually, Gnoblar trappers are a lot more expensive than you would think. The fact that they cost almost the same as a unit of ogres is sort of bonkers to me. Honestly, I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's a bit weird. Also, hey, look, we can get these guys on our side. I just don't think the Outpost is going to really be worth it for us. Especially given that we're dead broke right now. We're real poor, guys. We're really poor. Enticity, do you remember where to look for that graph about all the video settings and what impacts the graphics most? I might actually still have that graph. Let me see. They want me to fight. No, I'm going to save that for when I want to ally with the vampire counts. I think, I had it somewhere. It's a little bit too hard to get it onto stream, I think, unless I can find it. Yeah, oh, okay, no. I think I have it. It's a bit dated, but I can pop it on screen real quick. Where is the image? There we go. Graph. So if I do this and then I go to my pictures, for those of you who want optimal settings for Warhammer, there you go. There they are. I think I might be using slightly different settings now, but a few of the settings are real big killers. Oh wait, no, there's an even better graph a while ago. I think I don't have that anymore. Dang it, that's a shame. Yeah, there was an even better graph that showed how much each setting would use. But I can't find it. Too bad for all of you guys in chat. You'll have to figure it out yourselves. That's actually a bit of a shame. Usually I do save a lot of my pictures. What would happen if an ogre ate a vampire? I'm pretty sure the vampire would just die. I don't think anything special happens there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but vampires are vulnerable to being, you know, just eaten like anyone else. Ogres eat trolls too, right? So they're perfectly fine eating guys that heal. Honestly, it's I'd be surprised if a vampire hasn't been eaten by an ogre. If anything. Okay, what does this do? More upkeep reduction? Very good. And actually, for whatever reason, my money just went up by 1,000,000. What just happened? Why did my, does anyone know what just happened? Camp buildings, total trade, income? I don't know what happened, but sure. I will take it. Oh, my research finished. Dang, look at that. Our Gnoblars are 50% cheaper. Well, there you go. We won the campaign, guys. Amazing. All right. And then there was another decent Gnoblar upgrade somewhere. I think it was near the beginning. Sacking settlements. Oh, where was that? 15% speed for trappers. Very good if we're kiting the enemy for days. Oh, man, this is good. This is very good. Would the ogre become a vampire? I don't think so. If Grom ate a vampire, he might become a vampire. Sort of how it played out with the whole troll shenanigans, right? I think I would like to... I think I would like to retreat. No, we're gonna fight it in case we lose and then we have to retreat. The retreat range is bananas to me. You know, it's fine. We can work around it. Yeah, like sometimes when you have terrain in the way, the AI can really... The retreat is a set distance. It's as the bird flies. And that's what really makes the retreat range all janky like. Okie dokie. Now, here's the thing. Miao Ying's army's coming in 1 minute. But it's not as scary as you would think. The fact that she doesn't have a sky junk is probably one of the things that makes me the most excited. So the plan is to overrun the current army. And then just push forwards as fast as possible. And then just... Yeah, get a ton of AoE on that location. The Battle of Bubba. Oh man, that was part of the renaming of the settlement, right? Techs are just okay unless you're using like 1 or 2 units. Which techs are you talking about? Oh, wait. Yeah, what's this conversation about? If an ogre eats a human, he becomes a human. I guess it's like they take the properties of it, right? So Grom technically isn't a troll. He gained the properties of regeneration by eating a troll, which admittedly, very big difference. Also, did I make the same mistake again? Was I far too aggressive here? I guess we'll see. We'll see, because with all these trees in the way, the AI should have a pretty hard time getting their units on me. I'm not a fan of those cannons, though. I would have very much liked to have shut them down earlier, but you know what? Let's just make a big play. We're losing ogres left, right, and center, but Miao Ying does not really have a front line here. It's basically all range units. So honestly, Greases could probably just beeline in there and wreck shop. We'll see. We'll see. Worst case scenario, we just pull back and retreat a little bit. And then looks like the scrap launchers are still doing well. None of these are named, so we're fine losing them too. Nice. And I think this left flank is pushing in pretty well. You mean individual techs are pretty balanced, but only if you're playing normally. I don't know what you mean by like only playing normally, but if you only have like 2 units, a few techs are really strong. Okay, I see. So you're talking about like mixed rosters for the techs. Yeah, I sort of see that. Like, I don't know. Like some of the techs are a little bit janky. There's definitely some very bad techs out there, but I've never really felt a need for an especially strong tech tree. I can sort of make do without it. Honestly, the biggest things in the tech tree usually are base replenishment rates. Yeah, those are usually really good because it means it's just like a huge army-wide buff. It lets you play way more aggressively. Yeah, but a lot of it is just play style too. I don't think yeah. I don't think there's any tech tree upgrades that really, that are really huge, right? For any campaign. Like, for this campaign, of course, the Gnoblar one is pretty huge, but I mean, like, there aren't too many OP techs, if I'm remembering correctly. You'd like a skill/tech tree line that improved all allied units. Now, that would be really nice. Yeah, I feel like, the thing is, though, the whole Outpost system is pretty new to the Warhammer series. So I can see how they haven't fully developed the system yet, right? Like, we have to wait a bit before they really get that system rolling. Because right now, given that it's new, I don't really expect too much more out of it. It's sort of like how I still wish that the greenskin, the greenskin upgrade system. I feel like that was a test run for the dwarves, but the dwarves never got that upgrade system. It was just all greenskins. Like, obviously, so you probably don't want to overlap, but I'm really surprised the dwarves didn't get some sort of rune upgrade system. Well, no, they did get a rune, like, attachment system, but, like, none for their own units. It's just their lords and heroes. I guess that is sort of close to what it was in tabletop, though, so maybe I'm just crazy here. Zinch halt all movement tech is pretty nice. That is true. That literally, it unlocks an entire faction mechanic, so that's pretty bonkers. True. You know what? I'm sure this is the part where chat proves me wrong consecutively now. Also, does that Truz? Oh man, I feel like I had your name right on one of the other streams, but I've completely forgotten. Or did I just avoid saying your name the other day? Also, by the way, I think you might have lost your unit, so we'll have to assign you a new one. If you have a preference between Gnoblar or a scrap launcher, let me know. You can put runes on a unit. I don't think so. Can you? It's not the same upgrade system that the greenskins have, that's for sure. Also, that ally with Cathay, if they actually have a major settlement, we can start recruiting Cathay units. That would be amazing. But yeah, runes are just for they're just for lords and heroes, right? Maybe I'm going crazy. All right, here we go. Test of fate. No, they only have one settlement. That's why they wanted to be my friend. As a banner. Oh, I see. As a banner. Oh my gosh, that's like the least exciting way to get runes on a unit. Now, I don't want banners on my unit. What is this? Oh no, yeah, no, it's not exciting at all. Also, by the way, the request army, how does this work? Limited amount of time control over an army. So if I go ahead and I say I want this army, right? Does that mean I can just start conquesting all over Cathay? Is that how that works? Let's try it. I've never done this before. Well, I'm dumb. What just happened? No. Well, there goes all my allegiance points. I guess I should have read. I thought I left. No, well, you know what? You know what? This is fine because look at me, guys, okay? This is totally intentional. Gonna go here, plop the ogre camp down. Yeah, that's right. You never saw this camp happening. It was totally intentional the entire time. He can't recruit from the ogre camp. Oh, I need to get a lord here. All right, you know what? This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Because now we're going to upgrade it. We're going to upgrade it so that it has Gnoblars. And then we can also start recruiting some units here, right? And then we'll get a lord down here to start the invasion of Cathay from up north. Yes. Yes, totally. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's embarrassing. I learn something new every day. All right. Let's we have to kill them all. We have to kill them all. No one can see this. This is the real reason why the invasion of Cathay has begun. All right, how's Greasus doing? How's Greasus? We don't have any more camps we can build. He's sort of beat up, honestly. We're gonna go here and just ambush spam while he heals up. Dang it! I had no idea you can make camps with loaned armies. Me neither. It's yeah. I really wanted to show that off early to you guys. So, oh boy, oh boy. All right. But on the plus side, you know, this will actually build up. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't bring units into his army. But you know, maybe with a single cannon, he can take this port city. Can I disband this army? I don't want to look at it anymore. How do you get rid of them? Does it say? It doesn't say. That's a shame. We could siege this city. Nope, no we can't. Whatever. He'll be fine. Bubba saying good, Anakin, good. I had no idea you could... Okay, yeah. Okay, we're caught up on chat. What's this? They want me to fight the greenskins. We're not gonna, because then they'll underway into my poor camps. But hey, it looks like these guys are doing well. What did they do? I think he just annihilated Zhao Ming's army. What happened? He just disappeared. I think he's ambushing. Let's figure it out with this guy. This poor guy. He's not ambushing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, we're gonna continue moving on then. This camp is going to... Yeah, in the next turn it's going to be able to upgrade again. And we'll go for, yeah, leadership. Leadership, and next turn we can recruit our lord over there. How about here? Not bad, not bad. Pretty undefended settlement. Nice, let's take it. You know, settlement battles are where we crush it, though. Are the Realms of Chaos turned off? No, they're here. Yeah, we got them. The thing is, though, with all the changes to the Realms of Chaos, I'm not too worried about them. If the AI gets close to finishing that, we'll just intercept them. Or maybe we'll fail at that, and then we'll just lose the campaign immediately. The intercept mechanic's a bit janky, right? If Kairos shuts down your faction and you can't move, then literally you just lose the game. I saw on Reddit this happened to someone. So we will have to watch out for that. Okay, we talk about football again? You're free to. You're free to, yeah. It never really got fully resolved. I think we can all agree on that. Ooh, this is a pretty fun settlement. I think we should be quite advantaged here. Given that if the AI pulls into this area, yeah, we can just march straight into the back. Now, the garrison's decent, but nothing too crazy. I think, especially with our scrap launcher firing away, I don't have anything that I'm especially worried about. Plus, we have the magic, of course. Glorious magic. I'll save up for the, actually, you know, is the Maw good? Or is Bone Crusher better? I feel like Bone Crusher is actually slightly better if it's not like a huge blob. Like, look at that. Bone Crusher does so much damage for such low winds of magic. It's great. Love my content. Thank you, Guild Navigator. I'm sorry I haven't been able to post too many YouTube videos as of late, though. I sort of took a 2-day break. But I'm thinking tomorrow I definitely want to get a post up since it's been a while. It's been a little bit too long since my last video. And I wanna make sure I'm getting that content out. American football? Oh yeah. Yeah, see, this is how the conversation starts. What form of football are we even talking about? Maybe that's for chat to decide. I think an actual like the split between European and American is pretty even on for my viewer base. So I would expect lots of arguments to pop up when we talk about football. So we have 2 capture points right now. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next. We didn't really get a good sneak by for the interior points, like these ones. Then again, these two, since the AI is retreating now, we should be able to cap them rather easily. And then if we beeline towards this endpoint with like these 3 Gnoblars, I think we actually just win it. Let's try it. I think this is not bad. This is not bad at all. We could get a really sneaky cap here. Some of the Gnoblars will die, but that's okay. That's totally fine. And then we just have to make sure that they don't recap any of their points. But it looks like they're a bit too far away. Yeah, yo, this is going to be a big play, guys. Here we go. All right, so all of these guys are in here. They're just capping these points. There's no more supply points for the AI. Yes, get outmaneuvered. Oh, the poor AI. It just can't handle. It can't handle the power of the Gnoblars. Amazing. What a great battle. Are they making a new one? Yo, I think Settlement AI is about as cheesable as Warhammer 2 AI. In land battles, in an open field, the AI is a lot better. But here in settlements, it's just there's like a few too many misplays. I feel like they almost have to hard code some behavior to make the AI not make these slip ups. Because yeah, it's pretty rough, especially against mobility. That's where they suffer the most. Sweet. Yeah, we lost a lot more guys, but it was totally worth it. Are they making a new one? What do you mean by a new one? Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with chat too much. Who? Oh, Blood Bowl. Oh, yeah. Yo, how is Blood Bowl? Is it going strong right now, or like, is it sort of seasonal? I know there was a Blood Bowl 2. For me, I think I've literally only played 2 games of Blood Bowl with a friend. And that's it. That's the entirety of my experience on that front. So, yeah, but like, is it a good game? I really know basically nothing about it. Is this nah, this chain doesn't give us anything. Useless. I guess we also don't need this this garrison building either. Oh, dang, our food is super low though. I should look into that. I should look into that. Minus corruption, not bad. But corruption's already on its way down. Let's just go for the control instead. Australia has its own version of football too. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It never ends. It never ends. Ooh, research rate. Wait, are you kidding me? These guys give research rate? That's pretty sick. Although I guess right now I don't have any good reasons to research more, as we basically have all the researches we could possibly want except for one. So yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter much. Ooh, is this good? Nah, they're not accepting it. Too bad. Blood Bowl 2 is nice. You play it live. Oh, like tabletop? Oh yeah, because it has like, yeah, it was created in it was created from tabletop, like that's where it came from. Yo, I'd love to play some live Blood Bowl sometime. Sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Do they have an outpost that I can build? No. Wait, yes they do. Oh my gosh, they actually do. Oh my goodness. Yo, we're gonna get Chaos Warriors? Okay. Now this is where the campaign really kicks off. With a little bit of this. With a little bit of this magic, we could really start dominating. The only problem is that it means we have to be friends of Chaos to we have to be good friends with Chaos to keep up our outpost units, but you know, it's just Chaos, right? They've never done anything wrong. I'm sure it's fine. We'll be fine. Let's go ahead and oh, Meowing is terrifying. Greece is gonna wait one more turn to get to full health before we go into that endeavor. I guess we can encamp stance our way up. Thankfully there wasn't an ambush too. But yeah, I'd love to. You know what? Maybe, I don't know. I won't be getting a Blood Bowl stream anytime soon, but it's probably on the chopping block eventually. I'm actually quite happy about this camp here. I guess we would have had access to this region earlier anyways, but it's fun to have that out in the middle of nowhere. Plus, we're building it up early, which is good. We can get scrap launchers from there a few turns earlier. Yeah, I think aside from the fact that the AI is already at 2 demon souls, our conquest itself is going pretty smoothly. We have tons of allies. We have a decent amount of territory. You know, about 2 provinces. It's pretty good. And his ambush was discovered, and he's literally right here, and he's gonna kill my camp instantly. Dang it! Oh, okay. Is there a way we can draw him away from the camp? I'm pretty sure they're not gonna like it, but if I give a human sacrifice, Zhao Ming will have to choose between this tiny army or my camp. And if he chooses the tiny army instead, I'll call it a win. Because I really don't want him to kill that camp. It's not the end of the world if he does, but it's more of a pride thing, you know? I feel like I've lost so many camps, I don't want to lose another one. Yeah, chosen from chaos? That is pretty sick. Also, this army just precariously in front of me. We're gonna ambush right in their face. They'll never see it coming. Nice. Yo, this is good. This is good, aside from the fact that we're going to lose one of our camps. Other than that, you know, I see no problems. None in the slightest. Honestly, we could focus on economy for a little bit. Ooh, military alliance, also nice. Yeah, we can focus on economy for a bit. And just build up our forces. He went for the camp. What is this guy? Oh my gosh. You know what? I hope that auto-resolve hurt. Oh, Zhao. Why? Every time. Brutality. Alright. So, plan B. Zhao's beelining it towards this army. It looks like he wants to defend the settlement. We're not really in a good place to fight him here in a straight-up fight. He has 3 sky junks, which means he's basically invincible. Okay, here's the plan. Ambush chance 95%. Okay? Drop the camp down over here. It's in a much safer position now. And then we can use the camp as a strong ambush. Tool. So, yeah, we'll spam out units here. We'll ambush with this army like this. And then Zhao's gonna come in, walk right into it, get mobbed by the camp and my guy. I think that should be all right, right? Maybe we can use this army to auto-resolve his balloons away or something. Fingers crossed. What's this? Capture and nope. And nope. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good plan, right? What do we have over here? Greasus? Yeah, he's ambushing. We're gonna turn off contracts just because they are that useless. I can never get good value off of them. Throughout this campaign, it's been a bit difficult. How about over here? Looks like Kairos is doing pretty well. Maybe too well, but he only has 1 soul, so I guess that's fine. What would actually be hilarious? If I can get friendly enough with this Tzeentch faction to have them declare war on Kairos, then my life will be complete. But I think that's a bit too unlikely, sadly. This is gonna get pretty interesting. At some point, Greasus is gonna have to intercept demon souls. And I think that's gonna be a little bit sketchy. Yeah. But, you know, fingers crossed it goes okay. Like, do you guys know how strong the legendary lord armies get at about turn 200? If it's like, you know, a 20 stack of soul grinders, yeah, we're screwed. We're mega screwed. But anything else, you know, it could be fine. The biggest problem really is just that Greasus can't fight any of these legendary lords. But like if it's a Nakari or a Scarbrand, I guess the javelins, they would have a decent time at killing that. We'll see. We'll see. There's a chance things go all right. We will position over here, by the way, just to ambush the artillery. Because, as we've all seen, that is by far the scariest. Definitely the scariest threat. I don't know if the AI is going to choose to turn and fight, too, which is another important factor. In theory, they're going to choose to stand and fight here, because they're stronger than me, right? But I might be wrong. They might just march along forever, and then it'd be an easy win. Yeah, look at that. They're turning and fighting instantly. That's pretty cool on the AI's part. The fact that they do make a smart decision there to stand and fight when they feel like they have the strength for it. But it's a problem for me because my arm is made out of Gnoblars. Still though, let's go ahead and grab these ogres and dive on it. Greasus versus Nakari feels bad. Yeah, he's not going to take an actual melee fight versus Nakari. That would be the end of him faster than he can stuff his belly. And given that the AI is fighting here, yeah, we're gonna have to do some kite action with these scrap launchers. Greasus, on the other hand, though, he's sort of fine chilling in infantry for a bit. I think he has regeneration at this point. Might be wrong. And the biggest thing is just picking off all their range units. As soon as those guys are down, kiting becomes way easier. And then we can just use the scrap launchers. Yeah. Yeah. I guess Nakari as Usain Bolt is pretty apt. Although Nakari, the way that Nakari runs is definitely just full on Naruto. I feel like that's a better comparison than Usain. Speed-wise, though, it makes sense. You love Nakari and Exalted Keeper of Secrets. What is my favorite Exalted Demon? Ooh, favorite Exalted Demon. I would say, Tzeentch ones are pretty fun. I actually really enjoy the fact that they have pretty good combat stats. I guess the Nurgle. Nurgle's pretty cool, but not as good. I would say actually Exalted Keeper of Secrets. They tickle my fancy. I very much enjoy my caster lords as a big AoE fanatic. The fact that they can sort of sate that really is fun for me. Yeah. I think Keeper of Secrets are pretty cool too, but I don't know. I don't know. Something about them doesn't make me as excited as Keeper of Secrets. I don't know, but Keeper of Secrets aren't super hype either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a big demon fan. That's probably the more likely thing. I think I'm just not a big demon fan, guys. I really enjoy I enjoy my Ogre Kingdoms. I enjoy my Chaos Dwarves, as you all know. I enjoy Kislev a lot too, yeah. In terms of gameplay, Slaanesh is definitely amazing, but for thematics, yeah. Yeah, I'm just not big on Chaos. Unfortunate for me, given that that is literally, that is the premise for Warhammer 3, but yeah. That's where I've ended up. Big Chungus is the best by far. I know he has a lot of fans. He has a lot of fans, Turin included, yeah. Yeah, Great Unclean Ones are, in terms of multiplayer, the fact that they are so strong in melee is quite fun for me. Because they 1v1 basically everyone in multiplayer. Great Unclean Ones are insane fighters. Like, a lot of it is just their crazy HP pools, but they have the stats to boot too. In a straight up clean fight 1v1, I'm pretty sure they're they could pretty easily kill a Dread Saurian, I would imagine. Might be wrong there, but like I'm pretty sure a Dread Saurian straight up dies to them, which is insane. Ogres, my lord. I'm going to play them next. Oh, nice. Starting as Scrag. Yo, Scrag's campaign is pretty good. They did nerf Gorgers recently, but they're still playable for sure. Yeah, that sounds like a fun one. Enticity. So you do enjoy Keepers of Secrets. Or you don't. I think you misspoke there. I enjoy Keepers of Secrets like okay-ish. I enjoy them like 6 out of 10. Yeah, they don't tickle my fancy a ton. But I do like them in multiplayer. It's like, it's sort of weird. It's a love-hate relationship. Not even a hate relationship. I don't know. They're like okay. They're higher than a lot of the other demons. I think they're higher than Khorne's Bloodthirsters. And they're higher than, they're about on par with the Great Unclean ones. I would say they're about on par, maybe slightly under. And I think out of all of them, I slightly prefer Tzeentch's birds. Sorry, I think I called the birds Keeper of Secrets. That was my problem. What are they called? Slaanesh has Keeper of Secrets. Tzeentch has Exalted. What does Tzeentch have? Lords of Change, is that it? Something of Change? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't remember, guys. It is just Lord of Change, right? That's the jam. It's a jam. I'm not going crazy here. Lord of Change, that is Changer of Ways. Okay. And I said I was the Warhammer expert here. Woof. Yeah, Lord of Change. Because when I think Lord of Change, I just think the generic guy. Maybe it's being slightly tainted because we played with him so much in Warhammer 2 and 1. Alright. Anyways, we finally got the speed for Trappers, which turns out to be one of the last things we can get for Trappers. Now, we do have a few other pretty good upgrades here, though. Especially the economy ones, and a few that let us spawn more camps. So, I think that's sort of our next go-to plan here. Melee defense for camps. That's interesting. It's also worded really weirdly, as if camps are a unit, but that's fine. We can make Gnoblars even cheaper. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Minus 5% upkeep for Gnoblars. That should make them, yeah, that should make these armies, that should save us a good few hundred gold. You guys are way too excited about catch-up. Every time that event shows up. Also, I love how Xiaoming is actively ignoring this lord. Fight me, man. Fight me. Dang it. The cannons didn't kill the balloons. I was really hoping. I was really hoping for some janky auto-resolve shenanigans, but it's fine. Alright. What are we looking at here? We have a few we have a few buildings over here, but I don't think any of them can upgrade economy yet. But if I upgrade this, we should be able to give ourselves an extra 200 a turn, and I think that should more or less be worth it. Looks like Cathay's getting pushed back. Tzeentch randomly has a settlement now. Oh my gosh, you can finally get a defensive alliance with them? That's pretty good. Okay. And then if we go to their outposts, dang it, it's all taken up by Kairos. Oh man. We're so close. We're so close to really getting going hard on the chaos side of things. Just there's no one I can declare war on. Apparently I'm at war with everyone. That's a bit of a problem. But I think we've done a good job of securing our borders, and now we can start worrying about shutting down these guys that have the souls. So, Ice Court, we can go and invade Kislev. Here's the problem. Kislev is actually terrifying. I think without Vampire Counts units helping us out a ton, our odds of a successful Kislev invasion are incredibly low. We've seen how many issues Cathay has given us with just our Celestial Dragon Guard. I don't know if we can kill Chariots at all. I think Chariots are just going to murder us. Ogres was one of your most anticipated factions on release. Yeah, same for me. but you felt nothing when playing them. For me, I think they're a bit less hype than I would have imagined in early release. But I still enjoy Ogre Kingdoms quite a bit. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the Ogres. In fact, in multiplayer, they're one of my most played factions too. So there is that. There is that. And I think this battle should be pretty straightforward, right? Just use the trappers to kill everything. Don't die to the artillery piece, and we're good. We're good, hopefully. You always have to be a bit wary that the battle will randomly turn south. We are eating a few AoEs too, but thankfully Cathay magic is actually fairly weak. And I think we're set. Felt that with Nurgle too. Oh yeah. Yo, I wasn't very excited about Nurgle, and then I played him, and I was even less excited. Nurgle is by far one of my least favorite factions. I'm just a speed freak, guys. All about that speed. Slaaneshan campaign is still, I think, one of my most favorite. Yeah. Slaaneshan campaign's one of my most favorite. Ogres, I think if it wasn't a Gnoblar campaign, and I could spam Ogre armies, I'd probably be power tripping too. So they're probably, excuse me, very high up for me. And Kislev. Kislev is really up there also. With Cathay actually being surprisingly low, but still above the other demon factions. You like to have proper flanks and stuff. Well, you know, Nurgle, doesn't Nurgle have, he has flanks, he has cavalry and stuff. Unless you're talking about a different guy. You want your Nurgle warrior and some zombie boys. He has that. There's Forsaken of Nurgle. I don't know if that fits the bill. But he does have a wide variety of infantry, at least. Alright. Here's the problem. These Ogre units are actually the most expensive things in my army. I might even cut them at some point, but not just yet. Oh, wow. Those armies are freaky. Those are some scary armies. What's the plan B? I could fight these guys? Seems like a bit of a better option. Let's do that. Let's encamp our way over there. Or we could go... Nah, we're just barely out of range of that settlement, sadly. As for this guy, we'll keep waiting for Xiaoming. I think a big enough ambush with this settlement would get there, and because the AI loves attacking settlements, we can reliably expect Xiaoming to come on over and fight us. You generally never felt anything for any human faction. I think that's a pretty common... That's a pretty common thing for most people. Okay, nice. End the turn. Yeah, most people don't really enjoy human factions too much. About to start an Ogre campaign for the first time. Oh, nice. Is Greasus as bad as everyone says? Yes. Yes, you know, if I'm playing Greasus, it's probably because of the suffering. He's very slow. He's very bad at fighting. Very susceptible to missiles. But on the campaign side of things, he does have a lot of buffs that make it super easy to ally with your Ogre buddies. So, if you're looking for a more diplomatic campaign, Greasus is actually quite fantastic for that. As you can see, the Ogres own about a quarter of the map right now. Maybe a bit less than a quarter, maybe a fifth, but I have just tons of allies everywhere. It's great. Now, speaking of Greasus, I guess our plan is to take out this army over here. They're down to one settlement, and we just want to reduce the number of enemies around. But yeah, I found Greasus is actually really good for diplomacy. Ooh, nice. More income buildings. The goal is to get a ton of income buildings so we can just spam Gnoblar stacks till the end of time. And it looks like Xiaoming, he is falling for the bait. The big question is whether or not we can even win this in an ambush fight. I think with one scrap launcher and a bunch of javelins, I think we get absolutely mauled. I think we get mauled. Here's the thing though, we can kill the balloons and then run away. Just run from the battlefield after. And that's not as bad. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it out. It's not like this army isn't expendable, right? Alex, you're in this army, so you might die, but that's not terrible. No, I've always thought the Empire was a very common single-player campaign. That's true too, yeah. I guess it's very hit or miss. But Empire was definitely very, very common. Thing is though, it had Gelt. Had Gelt and explosions. What's not to love? Big F for that army. Okay, we see a lot of F's in chat. Oh, here we go. Let's see it. I'm feeling... Oh, this is a cool map. We're getting some Cathay maps now. Yeah, I'm feeling if we kill 3 sky junks, I'm happy. Enticity, what would be the easiest campaign to play on Legendary? If you beat Tsarina on very hard and looking for that Steam achievement. Oh, I see. The easiest Legendary campaign, I would say probably Ogres, because they don't need a lot of territory. So if you just want to beat the demon quest line, I don't see why Ogres wouldn't be super easy for that. The plan is essentially you just sit back on your camps, build up a ton, you know, just go for like a Stonehorn Doom stack, and then you can pretty easily ×4 your way through all of the quest battles, you know. So it should be a relatively fast campaign too, if I'm imagining this correctly. Nakari runs into a little bit of jank. Scarbrand could also be a really good one though. Yeah, Scarbrand, because of his whole business with, you know, just being one of the best fighters ever. That one's also pretty good. Like basically, I'm saying like any army that you can just doom stack super hard on is a good one. Oh yeah, Scrag is pretty good if you just want to go Gorger spam. Yeah. Also, I might have been a bit too optimistic about killing these balloons, because my entire front line of Gnoblars is just getting ruined here right now. Bloody ruined by these Terracotta Sentinels. Not great. But, no, we're actually pretty low on Winds of Magic too. No Maw spamming, but we can get a pretty good fist here. And we are killing the cannon. No, this isn't too terrible. This isn't too terrible. This is keep on firing. Keep on firing, and that's the only thing that matters. We got 1 down. The biggest issue that I didn't consider is the fact that these bad boys have 80 armor. And that's a big flame spell. Oh, geez, what is that? What was that? He just had a huge missile ability? You know what? If we kill 1 sky junk, I'm happy. Yeah, the 80 armor on these guys is actually bonkers. I would have never thought that that would be relevant. Turns out it is very. Still though, we got 1 down. And these balloons are definitely the scariest things. So if it means I have to send wave after wave of Gnoblars to take them out, I will. I can and I will. And that's another 1 down. So you know, the odds of taking them out are still within reason. It just depends on how well these guys hold out against Xiao Ming. Okay, here we go. Focus fire. Focus fire and hold. This is the part where unbreakable Gnoblars would be really good, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I think there's a decent chance that we take 1 more out. But the 3rd one is nearly impossible at this point. Nearly impossible. Look at that, they're holding pretty well. These guys are just distracting for these 3 Gnoblars to get as much damage in as they can. And then if it does come down to a settlement battle, that's not the end of the world either, as if my lord can live. Also not guaranteed, but if he does, it's not bad. Not bad. Not beard. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, we just lose the camp and fall back to one of the further cities. Not the end of the world. And just like that, looks like we did kill our 2nd sky junk, which means it's time to run for our lives, guys. Imagine piloting a sky junk and getting shot down by Gnoblar hunters throwing garbage at you. Oh boy. Yo, I would like Gnoblar hunters. We only got trappers though. Yo, it's so easy to mix up their names. But yeah, it's surprising that they can throw their javelins, their slings, I guess, so high. Because that's actually pretty high up, right? If you consider how high those are, how high the balloons are, even in battle. And of course, actual balloons can go way higher, but maybe it's just a military thing. Throwing junk at junk. Nice, that one's good. Okay, but pretty good. It looks like Zhao didn't even attack our army. He was too afraid after losing his sky junks that he decided to retreat. So that's a pretty good sign. Hey, look, and Jomara got extra ambush chance. Nice. There's not much to really increase that in the tree, so it's pretty good to get a bit of that. Solo Gnoblar trappers, they just throw garbage on their slings. I feel like rocks are more accessible than garbage, but maybe that's just me. Also, he did kill the camp, sadly, in the attack. Very unfortunate, but you know what? That's all right, because now we can go over here. We can go right here, and then if he attacks us, the settlement's too far away. Dang it. Well, you know what? We'll just go to the settlement then. Because over here, the settlement it should have a pretty good garrison, right? Yeah, it has a good enough garrison. What worries me slightly is that there is a portal right here, and oh boy, it looks like our friend Miao Ying has actually managed to slip through the cracks too. All right, so now I have a different thing to worry about. This guy, he wants to... I think we want to repel Zhao Ming for a turn. And then I need to... Oh, actually, you know what I could do? I could... Oh, dang it. There's no army nearby. There's no army. You know what? Now's the time. Now's the time we pick up... Now's the time we pick up another army. I think going for Great Maw upgrades are still much more important than anything else. So we're going to go for that. And then this guy's going to bring our third army of the campaign to defend this settlement. Whether or not it actually will get defended is yet to be seen. But I think the odds are decent enough. Strategy games that have a flying altitude that's slightly above the tree line. Yeah, that's all strategy games, isn't it? Like in StarCraft, you have battle cruisers that can bombard the planet from space, but they shoot low enough to be shot at by normal Marines. Makes no sense, but it is important for gameplay. What I'd love, though, is a completely realistic version of that, where... see, the thing, how would you even make that work? I'm sure one day someone will. Some developer is going to make a game where scale is done properly on all battlefronts, but not today. I would say to get that right, it would take years to get that right. Many years of development, and maybe like 10 years from now when the processing power can handle it. All right, sweet, but we have expanded the Ogre Empire once again in today's stream. Looks like Zhao Ming has decided to not retreat, so we will have this battle for next time. As we have been streaming for 3 hours already today, we will be calling it for now, and then we'll be picking up with this battle tomorrow at the same time as usual. I'm streaming from 12 to 2 every weekday EST, so you guys have that to look forward to. In general, yeah. So see you guys tomorrow, and I don't think I have anything else to really cover other than to thank all the people donating. Oh, and I forgot to rename one of the units to Strazel Trez, but you know, we'll do that next time. Peace out.